Hi, my name is Diane Schuster, and you're watching one of a series of videos that demonstrate the capabilities of COZYROC SSIS Plus, which is a software suite of tasks and components for SQL Server integration services. These demonstrations were built using SQL Server Integration Services 2012. The COZYROC tasks and components are available for SQL Server Integration Services 2005, 2008, 2008 R2, 2012, and 2014 in both 32-bit and 64-bit editions. For more information, please visit www.cozyroc.com. In this demonstration, I'll show you how to create a query dynamically at runtime using an expression and collaborative application markup language. I'll be copying the records of customers who are located in a particular state from SharePoint to an Excel spreadsheet. The name of the state will be obtained during execution and incorporated into the query dynamically at runtime. I've already set some things up to save time, so I have a variable named state of interest, and I set the value to be Kansas. However, we're going to be replacing that at runtime with a state that will load from a SQL Server table. And we're going to be using this execute SQL task to load the state from the SQL Server table. And there you can see I set result set to a single row. Our SQL source type is direct input. And here's the SQL statement. And we load the column called state of interest into state. And now we'll look at the result set, and there we put state into our variable called state of interest. And now we'll go to the data flow canvas, and we'll scroll down and find the SharePoint Source component. We'll drag that onto the canvas, and we'll change the name to Get Customers Based on State. And of course, we're getting the state dynamically. Now we'll go into Configure It and choose the SharePoint Connection Manager, which I've already set up. And we go into Component Properties, and we'll set Input List to Customers, again, like we did in the Basics video. And I'll also set up the query like we did in the Basics demo. We'll filter based on work state again, and if that equals Arizona. But we're going to replace the CAML with an expression in a moment. And we'll also order the records based on when they were created. And here you can see the CAML query that was generated by our component. And now we're done configuring the SharePoint Source component. Now we'll go find the Excel Destination Plus component from COZYROC and drag it onto the canvas. And we'll change the name to Receive Results. And now we'll go in to configure it, and we choose the connection manager that I already had set up, and choose the worksheet. And we're done configuring that component. Now we're going to go in and edit the properties so that I can set up the expression. So we right mouse click on the canvas and click on Properties. Here's the property we're going to replace with the expression. And now we open the Property Expressions Editor. And I'll make this big enough so you can see the whole name of the property. And there's the property that I just pointed out. Now we'll fill in the expression with this one that I already created over in Notepad. So we'll copy this and paste it here in the expression. And here you can see where I've incorporated the use of the variable in the expression, and I evaluate the expression. And that's all there is to it. So we'll close all of this. And now we'll just save the package before we execute it. And we have success. So we stop debugging. We'll take a quick look at the execution results, and it all looks good. So now we'll go look at our results in the Excel spreadsheet. And there's our file, and we have 4 records in it. And if we scroll over, we can see that all 4 of these customers are from New Mexico. And if we look at the state of interest that I had set up in SQL Server, it was New Mexico. In this demonstration, I showed you how to create a query dynamically at runtime using an expression and collaborative application markup language. I copied the records of select customers over from SharePoint to an Excel spreadsheet based on the name of a state which was read in during execution from a SQL Server table. This component comes in a package of tasks and components called SSIS Plus that complements the standard SSIS, and that concludes this demo.